Morning Uganda Extra.
Hello, good morning and welcome to the Extra. I'm Robert Chirabo Nyonyi Ntono. That is in case you've just joined us. But all the way from 6:30 we have been here and ensuring that you're well versed with what is happening locally and internationally, but also having discussions on issues of national importance. Now in the Extra today we want to look at something not new per se, but to many Ugandans it is something that we are fidgeting, we are wondering to understand very well, and that is artificial intelligence and opportunities and of course worries why you should worry, but also what are opportunities that are there for you and why you must interest yourself to get skills regarding artificial intelligence. Now today I see so many themes of many international forums, conferences having AI. I hope you've also seen this. This theme with something ending with AI, digitalization, AI. So we want to understand what is AI? Why must you and me ensure we get skills regarding AI? And to discuss this, I have Musije Conan Daniel, who is the Marketing and Students Recruitment Manager at Victoria University, one of the universities that I must say is leading in the field of artificial intelligence. And recently they even had a free course for Ugandans interested to know more about AI. Good morning, comrade.
Good morning, my brother. How are you doing?
Very fine. How are you?
Good morning, Uganda. Good morning, whoever is watching us this morning.
How is Victoria University?
We are doing fine. By the grace of God and with the support from our parents and stakeholders like you and several others, I think we have a great journey we are moving on now with. Now,
just to break it in all simplicities, when we talk about artificial intelligence or say AI, what exactly are we referring to?
With time, for everybody, it's going to be part of your life. You realize that you get to a level where you have to use machines, where they get to a level they get to do exactly what you are doing, and using the software that is obviously being developed over time, and they're developing systems. We get to let machines do exactly what human beings should have been doing. That's the simplest way probably I can easily put it for you. And that shows that as time goes on, automation of our roles, of the things we are doing, is gradually going to happen in all our jobs. And obviously when you look at our jobs also, they are going to change. Because every time you talk about AI, it sounds as a scary thing to people. People think they are going to be replaced on jobs and they are going to lose their jobs. But I think we need to be focusing on the opportunities that are actually going to arise out of that. Because in a decade we hope that we can get more 11 million jobs created all over the world. But then at the same time, you should also be able to know that if there are 11 million jobs being created, you should know some jobs are going to be lost. And you're going to lose 9 million jobs that are going to be either transformed or completely changed. So the question is that in this case, where do you position yourself in Uganda if this transformation is taking place in your life?
Very interesting. Now, where do you position yourself when this transition is taking place? First, and very important, you've described, you've explained what AI is. Now, very important for our people to know there, where can someone get skills to match this new but relatively old? Because I always tell Ugandans that I think about 6 years ago I came across a clip of someone known as Dr. Lawrence Muganga, Vice Chancellor at Victoria University, about 6 years ago.
Sure.
Now this man was explaining AI.
Yeah.
And I remember I could have been the first TV host to hunt for him and tell him, come and explain these things we all don't understand.
True.
So I don't want to say AI is new because 6 years, but even when he came 6 years ago, for him he was looking at AI as something that had been there for some time before. So a person watching us, they are very concerned, they are puzzled. How do they access skills? What can they do regarding AI?
You know, and actually you put it right, because AI hasn't just come into our lives. Artificial intelligence has been here for years, for generations. But obviously not at the scale where it is going, not with the discoveries of what is going on. And for me, obviously, one great advocate for AI, and you rightly put it, Professor Lawrence Muganga, I think people never used to take this seriously until he made it an agenda for the country to have a serious discussion about this. And I'm obviously excited, and knowing the fact that he's actually right now on the National Task Force for AI.
Okay.
And we hope one day we can have a strategy for a national strategy on AI, but also go to a level where we look at issues of ethics and also the usage of AI, because that's where the country needs to be going. But importantly, for anyone who is watching us this morning, the question is, how do you get to lock yourself into artificial intelligence? It starts with something simple that I've learned. I get to work with Professor Lawrence, and I've seen something about him. He researches, he reads. These things are free for you on internet. Take time. If you spend so much time on TikTok, just sit down, try to Google what AI is, look at the tools, teach yourself. But most importantly, if you can get an institution that teaches artificial intelligence, luckily at an institution like Victoria University now, we have it at a certificate level, and we are also going to start it at, we already have it also at a university, degree level. So, but apart from that, even if you're not in an institution, if you're watching us this morning, you can actually start teaching yourself artificial intelligence. You can actually just Google it. It's open for you everywhere. You can actually get to learn more and more of all things that you need to know about artificial intelligence by investing time. The time you spend on the internet by finding avenues of teaching yourself something new about artificial intelligence on a daily basis, because we cannot avoid it. In Uganda, studies show that by the end of this year, 2026, we'll have almost something like 35% of all companies actually gradually embracing artificial intelligence. And we are at a level of almost 15% automation in this country. And we already see some ministries that are already using artificial intelligence. We have the Meteorological Center, we have Uganda Revenue Authority, we have Uganda Investment Authority. They're already using it. And those are some of the organizations that I've seen that are embracing artificial intelligence right away, and they're officially using it. But I can bet, as time goes on, you'll find almost all government institutions and parastatals are actually getting to use artificial intelligence. So if you yourself, you think this is something far away from yourself, this is not something you should be paying attention to, I think you'll be lying yourself. Because the reality is, that is just now the institutions that are government institutions using it. But you realize that all of us, almost a great number of people in this country, in their daily lives, in their work they do, they get to use artificial intelligence. And you can use it yourself in whatever kind of work you're doing, writing letters, writing emails. If you're into marketing, you can use that even to develop adverts. If you're into agriculture, there is so much. Every sector, by the way. If you remember that article that was written by Professor Lawrence one time that ran in New Vision, it showed people that almost every sector, at a government level, on a high scale level, but also at an individual level, you can actually use, and you will use, by the way, artificial intelligence. It doesn't matter if you don't want to use it. It doesn't matter if you do not think it's important for you to pay attention to. You will still find your colleagues using it. You'll find systems using it, and you will actually get caught still into a situation where you've got to use artificial intelligence. So it doesn't matter if you pay attention to it. It doesn't matter if you think this change is important to you or not. Artificial intelligence will catch up with you. And it's not a threat, but it's a reality of life. With the changes, like someone saying, I'm not going to use the internet. What a joke. Because somehow you will use it. Either you like it or not, it will catch up with you.
You've just reminded me of days when the computer was coming into Uganda.
Yeah.
We have even believers, allow me to use that word, believers, who would say they will not use the computer because, according to them, Is it 999, something like that?
999.
Well, when Professor gets on set, let me just...
You're supposed to, by the way, currently, even now.
Because there are things he has been following. There was some sect who was saying for them, they can't use computer because they believed, is it 999 or 666? I think it's 666.
Yeah, people with their beliefs.
But later now, they preach using tabs.
Yeah.
When you go to their churches, my father, there's one he had showed me, so I asked him, Daddy, what is that man holding? That mighty man of God holding as he's preaching. But I remember he wrote a book. Again, he said, don't bring that again.
The times are changing.
The times are changing. But just to let my viewer know that Dr. Lawrence Muganga, the Vice Chancellor, Victoria University, anytime from now will be joining me on set, the man I refer to as the father of AI here in Uganda. He's written a book, something I read frequently, and he promised me another edition. I don't know how far, but he told me, Robert, something new is coming up. But soon, I hope when he becomes very, very busy, because soon he's going to be so busy, that he will have time to write and publish that book.
Meanwhile, he has a new book, Artificial Intelligence.
Professor has been unfair to me. Very unfair.
He will speak about it when he gets...
about that.
It's already
because
actually...
I should be the first person to know when such a book is out.
Yes, it's actually already out there. If anyone cares about artificial intelligence. And
you should have carried one.
And he has simplified it. It's not actually in printable version right now. It's not yet printed out, but it's online already. I think you can pick it on Amazon. It helps you understand AI in the simplest way. You would even explain it to your grandmother in the village, in the local language. The difference is he has written it in English. I said, actually, you need to convert it also into Uganda, so that my grandmother doesn't think we have a demonic campaign we are running. So that if we explain AI to her, she understands, says, oh, that's what they meant. Because you see, with AI now, you can actually even use AI in your local language. So, with the new book, it's the easiest way. No matter your level of education, even if you have a PhD or USP to drop out, you will understand AI the simplest way ever. Because I've never seen AI simplified to that level. And I think you're asking me where should people start from. Actually, you should start reading that book. Because for me, when I read it, I actually grasped AI to a minute level. And that's where we need to start from. You should understand it as simple, in a very simple way, as much as you can. Then now learn yourself. Actually, one of the things Professor does, if you hear him speak about artificial intelligence, I think there is no single day he spends without researching about artificial intelligence. And you yourself watching us, if you have access to internet, it's embarrassing that you can't take time to focus on learning. People think learning, you just have to go to an institution, you have to come to Victoria. No, you don't even have to come to us. Get internet, start learning on your own. Because at times when we keep telling you come to Victoria, we have artificial intelligence at a certificate level, we have it at a degree level, people think we have come here to run adverts. Please don't come to us. Get internet, check yourself, learn. If you feel sophisticated, that's when you should come to us. Because AI is easy for everybody to embrace, easy to use, easy to access, and you can teach yourself.
Now, Connor, this brings me to ask, most of the people, I think except Professor, that I've heard talk about AI, they talk about it as evil, something coming, something destructive.
True, it's destructive.
Some talk about it as
but not evil.
Maybe aliens are going to come from some planet and land in Uganda, and we wake up one day when things have changed, when people have been replaced. Someone was telling me, Chirabo, you're joking. I hear where there are cars now that drive themselves. And you're here talking of Ugandans going to the Middle East and work as drivers.
Yes, and trust me, no one should fear AI because it is not coming to take your job. It is coming to improve your job. Let me give you an example. If you want to write a letter to the High Commissioner today, I can actually draft it as long as I know what exactly I need to tell the High Commissioner. I can draft it in a space of just 1 minute. It will be ready. And I'll sign and click send. In the past, that would take me almost like an hour. You edit, you proofread, you double check. Even by the time you send it out, it's a full day of thinking about a letter. Now, as simple as that, it shows you that you can multiply your productivity in whatever you're doing. you can work faster and much better. Because AI is a computation of several, I would say, simply put, it's like you combine 1,000 heads IQ into one head, and you quickly produce exactly what you want to have in the shortest time possible and in a very clean and better way. It's like getting an entire staff of UBC and let's draft a letter, but at the same pace we work so fast to finish it. It's going to be a good letter compared if you sit alone and write a letter.
Definitely.
But in this case, with the machines, with the technology, with the software you're using, it makes it faster and more efficient and more clean for you. Now, with that, it is not taking your job. It's making your job easier and better. But for the people that should get scared are the people who are not going to embrace AI, or who are not embracing AI. Yeah, trust me, your job is going to go. That I don't have to pamper you and make you feel good. Your job will not go, it will go. But if you embrace AI, you will never lose your job. You're just going to do better. But if you do not learn and don't appreciate AI, let's not massage your ego. You lose your job.
Very factual and very interesting. Now, I earlier on told you that I have the man himself in the house, Professor Lawrence Muganga, the man who pushes the gospel for AI, and he's going to be joining us as we discuss this. Now, as a Vice Chancellor of an education institution, I'm going to take him clearly on why, or if at all, these institutions of learning have invested and they're on the right track. If not, what should we do? Because those that are coming out of these universities are coming out at a time of AI. Keep it with us. We go for this break.
Live from UBC Studios in Kampala. This is Good Morning Uganda Extra.
Exercise can't be sustained. Eating can't be stopped. It's even harder to lose weight. Come and give it a try. Genshikang L-carnitine chromium capsules. Plant extract, scientific ratio. Take 3 capsules each time. The active ingredient accelerates fat burning, eat twice a day. Don't take a detour. Weight loss starts now. Genshikang L-carnitine with chromium capsules helps you stay in shape. Please follow medical advice when taking this product.
Are you looking for a home away from home? Then this is the place for you. My name is Chini Kaji, and welcome to Hotel Le Confidential.
With 84 comfortable rooms where you can relax and feel safe. Each room has a lovely view of green vegetation, Wi-Fi, air conditioning, and a tasty breakfast.
Children can have fun at our kids' water park and our kids' play area. You can also enjoy our world-class health club, spa, sauna, gym, boutique, and sky blue swimming pool.
Thank you for choosing Hotel Le Confidential, where every stay is unforgettable. Come and stay in comfort, right at home, today, tomorrow, and always.
It's our mission to secure your money.
Protecting your money is as important as earning it. It is for this reason that the Deposit Protection Fund of Uganda, DPF, was established by the government of Uganda to provide deposit protection to customers of regulated financial institutions. In the unlikely event that your commercial bank, credit institution, or microfinance deposit-taking institution fails, the DPF will pay you up to 10 million Uganda shillings. Keep your personal information such as national identification number, mobile phone, or an alternative bank account updated with your banker. Terms and conditions apply. For more information, contact DPF at Aha Towers, Plot 7 Lodell Road, Kampala. Call 0312 206 400 or visit our website at www.dpf.or.ug.
We are the DPF. We protect your money. Protection Fund of Uganda.
In a nation hungry for truth, a world where every story matters, there exists a beacon of trust and reliability. For decades, they've been our voice and our window to the world, holding the mirror of our history. With 4 TV stations and 11 radio channels spanning 27 languages, they stand as guardians of information, defenders of truth. With Mascari Heritage Advantage, they uphold every citizen's right to reliable and free information. Their archived stories shaped our past and illuminate our present. Yet now, as new challenges arise and the world evolves, their mission faces its greatest test yet. Be part of our journey and let's navigate the unknown, uncover the untold, and safeguard our future together. Tune into your public broadcaster, for it is the intersection of trust and truth. Because to UBC, your story, and every voice matters. UBC, inspiring Uganda.
Live from UBC Studios in Kampala. This is Good Morning Uganda Extra.
Hello, welcome back from that break and much thanks for being with us on UBC TV. Robert Chirabo Nyonyintono, and with me I have Dr. Lawrence Muganga, Vice Chancellor of Victoria University, and of course Conan Businje Daniel, who is the Head of Marketing and Students Recruitment at Victoria University. Topic is fears and opportunities. What you need to know about AI, why you need to have those skills. Doctor, you're most welcome.
It's a pleasure being back here at UBC. Good Morning Extra. Good morning, Ugandans. Chirabo, thank you very much, as always, to give me the opportunity to be here, and the management of UBC. Thank you for serving our country in giving us a platform to speak to fellow Ugandans and the friends of Uganda, to share what we think we know. We are not the most intelligent people in the world. We have even been attacked by machines. They are even more intelligent than us, so we can't be even priding ourselves around anymore. So I am delighted to be here this morning, and also my colleague here, Conan, thank you. You have seen at Victoria University we are not alone. So yes, we are a force that you are going to feel, because we understand where the world is today, where it is headed. We don't ask questions that locate Uganda on the map. No. We know where it is. It is not about to migrate, but we ask questions: where will Uganda be in the next 50 years? And then we plan like that in terms of educating students. So when you see Conan showing up today, he will tell you the future. He will tell you where we are now. He will tell you the kind of student who will come to Victoria University, and where they will be in the next 3, 4, 5 years. And we are proud of the university we are building, and we are proud of the students we have, because we know they are nurturing solutions, and they are also growing skills that the labor market has not seen. So thank you for having me.
Well, thank you so much also for turning up for this very important topic to those that see the future when it comes to digitalization and ICT. Now, Doctor, you're in the education sector. Yeah. You've been there quite for some good time, Professor. But today we have a challenge that most of the times people leave universities and they come to the workplace. And guess what? They will tell you they're not employable. They will tell you they don't have the skills that are needed for work. Now, it has been worsened in the times of AI. You're going to get a student, put them before something you want them to deliver, and they totally can't. How can we address this issue?
Of course, everyone is going to first run to government and say, oh yeah, government needs to pay attention to this problem. But the important question is, at your level, where you are. I've been seeing conversations about Lawrence Muganga becoming a minister or ABCD. Become a minister where you are at your level, all right? Become the government where you are at your level and do something, all right? So in that angle, let me even begin with that. I have seen, and I'm very, very, very optimistic, and I am very, very grateful, very delighted. If you look at this coming fiscal years, the new fiscal year, like financial year, 2026-27 budget, I think education is the biggest winner. Okay, from around 5.4 trillions to around 1.7 trillions, almost a 32% increase. Not big enough, but great movement. And I thank His Excellency the President. That shows he listens to people's cries, all right? So now, what does that mean? The people who are important actors, the teachers, especially the arts teachers, remember we've been on this show talking about poor pay. At least they are going to receive something, and I pray it goes down to them. I saw new universities coming up. Also important, meaning so many people are going to be educated before we talk about unemployment or how they are not able to be to the expectations of the labor market. But at least there are some new institutions that are going to be nurtured there. The other sector I saw that is really, I think when you see the increment we received in the education sector, we have never seen that within the last decade. So that means this government is listening, we are headed in the right direction. I wish we could get more, even if it means borrowing, to invest it in the right place. So I am grateful with that. When you look at STI, Science and Technology and Innovation, right? Again, I think they jumped from about 800 billions to around 1.2 trillions technology. Again, the President is listening to people's calls, people's cries, that the sectors that matter, other than defense and security, and maybe infrastructure, education is key, technology is key. Now, why did I begin with those things? To now, if those things, the two I talked about, especially the four I've just talked about, if they are not working, what, now, technology cannot be brought to these people, to the students, to be empowered, to be able to deliver how we expect them to deliver. If education is underfunded, people will not receive the more productive, meaningful education to be able to deliver the services required by their employers. Now, it is also important, having put that aside, if you scan around, and this, His Excellency the President should pay attention to it, because there is something I'm alluding to. If you look at resources around the world, the globe, that have been committed to one sector. One sector, Robert, and the viewers, which is artificial intelligence, from 2024 alone to 2030. That amount of money ranges between 5 to 7 trillions.
Globally.
Globally. One what?
Sector.
Or field. That in the history of mankind and investment has never happened. Yes. You understand? Yes. Has never. Just one.
Yeah.
Not the health sector. Like in just a short span of time, 2024 to 2030, closer to 7 trillions.
USD.
US dollars, not Ugandan shillings. That amount of money, Robert, is too much in one field. But what does that communicate to a normal person like me or to a government of ours? It means there is something people are seeing that we also ought to see. And I heard Conan was talking about it, the usage, the adoption, and us adapting to technology, especially AI. Right now I can tell you without fear of any contradiction that the people using AI in this country are too many.
Sure, already?
Are too many. Now, let's begin with people in studio. Aren't you using it?
I am.
I use it.
Yes.
Conan uses it. We have colleagues. We teach it. I know in government I've seen their specific tools they are using. Some are using it. Now, the work those tools are doing, how many people do you think would have been hired to do those jobs?
So many.
So many. So now,
there's a time AI saved me. I had a presentation.
So now,
and of course, having that presentation,
yes,
and AI gave me something very good and very fast. And I thank a colleague of mine who helped me. Famba, conks to you.
So
who helped me do that very, very fast.
That is what I'm trying to tell you, that it is here, people are using it, and we can still say it on a lower scale. So now just imagine in the next 5 years. So now, what are we doing as a government to invest in such an important resource before it replaces people?
Yes.
Because it will do what? It will replace people. Right? I used to do some research. And maybe I would collect data from UBOS. I go to UTB. When I want to do some position papers. So I collect different information. And I could pull together a few research assistants very, very quickly. Or graduate research assistants like some of our students, and then you get some honorarium for them. Now you no longer have to do that, because they will take a month or two, and this data you can get it in 5 minutes, and then it can be analyzed for you, and then a short report will be really created for you, and you will go to whichever conference meeting, anything, and you are well equipped with up-to-date information, better than even the owners of that information. You understand? So that's where we are. So now, the time is now we look at serious things seriously. And AI is something we cannot even afford to blink about. It doesn't matter. It could be where you are yourself, where I am, where Conan is, where Ugandans are. And to my fellow parents, and let me speak to you from the heart, because I am a parent like you. I see my kids every day going to school. I've seen them go to university, and they have completed, some of them. But let me tell you one thing. Everything else is great, but a child today that is not exposed to technology, and most especially emerging technologies like artificial intelligence, the future is going to be very, very difficult for them. I am not God. I will never pretend to be God. But the signs are all over the world. We see them. Things are changing. These are the theories they are studying. Those ones they can study anytime. But try your level best for these kids to learn at least one skill. One skill which is called prompt engineering. In other words, learning how to tell this machine to do for you something you want. That is a skill. Everyone tells you they know how to use AI, but they can't tell it to do what they want to do, to give you the quality of the product you're looking for. All right? The sector of consultants is dead. No one needs a consultant anymore. Please, if you are still grappling with the idea that you need consultants, come to Victoria University. We are going to help you to save money. You don't need to waste that money on people to do for you A, to do for you B. No. We can create for you a consultant, and is for you permanently on your computer, who is going to do your work. Researchers, like, and this is where I tell my colleagues, the professors, I think time has come for us to stop. And I saw someone wrote about it, and I was so happy. We should stop counting publications. It is immoral right now, actually. We are doing a disservice to our country. We should stop counting publications, but we should build things. We should actually change society. We should solve problems. And we should really, really stand up to be counted and say, this is how I am solving society's problems, not how many publications I have put out there in the sky or on internet or anything. And AI can help us do these things. So to the parents, please educate these kids. Okay, let them go to school all they want, but provide them with this skill. We were so privileged that His Excellency the President and the Minister of ICT and the UCC, I saw them bringing in the Starlink internet connectivity, that low Earth orbit internet, and I think an agreement was signed. So that means every school in this country can have internet now. You don't have to depend on wires like those.
Wire fiber.
Okay, optic fiber. No, now you can have a dish and you can have satellite internet in every school. So that means these kids can have the opportunity to use this important resource before they go to the labor market where you are talking about, and they know nothing about the labor market. And now there are people who operate with these tools in a very, very supersonic speed. Conan knows how to say that word. You know, you ask them for a report, 3 minutes, you have a report. You ask them for an analysis, in 2 seconds, they have the analysis. So which one do you want to hire? And those are now those are the students
can do things very fast.
Now those are the students of Victoria University. Tell them to use AI. Tick. Ask them to troubleshoot technological equipment. Number one. So digitally competent. Yes,
yes, you know, you should mention what you're saying. If we still have a high level of unemployment in the country, with some of the people who have actually gone to technical institutions, they still come back home and they do not have jobs. They don't have jobs because they're not actually using their practical skills well. Now we are talking about adding another level, which is the digital skills. You must have them. And by the way, in relation to what he's saying, for anyone who has a job and it is a low skills job, he should be worried if you don't actually take on AI. Because you see, as he says, it's very easy to lose a job just because the little skill you think you are adding, AI can sort it. If you think you're a marketing manager and then you think having a job as a marketing manager is a big deal, I can draw an entire strategy of a university, even if I'm not a marketeer. So that means someone is going to take my job. So I've got to have something much, much more than the so-called skills I think I have. So what do you do in that case? Be a star in digital skills.
Now look what it
just remember, let me just give our viewer a very simple example. So I want to set up a building, small building, and someone tells me that architect, I'd grown up knowing of some architect. He was very good. He built houses. I mean, he had those plans for houses. So this person tells me, that one, that way, you have a plan, but you can't have the structure. But let me take you to a young man. He's going to give you the graphical of your building, even fix assets and furniture inside. You can see very well what to put where, what to put
You can even put your picture walking through the house.
Walking through, design the compound. So, and what I eventually had was my dream was real. I could see everything there, and within a short time, the man had finished everything.
And you know how many architects can do that?
My old good friend of my father missed that job. Because the way he will go, then Jikubire banga, stamp, and what?
This guy will give it to you in a
Robert, in that very vein, and that's where people say that, but AI is going to take away people's creativity. Now, that is also another sign of people not processing very well how things should be really done. Because if I was to sit down, conceptualize a plan, sometimes it may take you 3 months or even a week if you are super. And before you meet the architect, to tell them that, hey, this is the kind of home I'm looking for. Right now, with AI, now it is going to enhance your creativity. You're going to do your wishful thinking. I need a house that has a pool up and then a swimming pool down, but also sometimes my mother-in-law visits me, but I don't want my mother-in-law to be closer to us, so how do you position that? And boom! Because now AI is operating with the largest database in the world. For you, you were simply operating with your small brain in your house. So now you have something that has been compared with examples from all over the world, and top-notch architects have been consulted, those who have published their work. So you have some, now you take it to the architect, you say, hey, but because KCCA or Wachiso or Nangabo, wherever you're coming from, needs a stamped thing, build for me something like, create for me something like that. Now, who is better off? The person who didn't know AI or the person who knew
the
AI?
person who knew AI.
And actually what Prof is saying, in this case, you even meet the architect when you're more intelligent than the architect.
Exactly.
I come to you and I can tell you even how the pipes will move, how many pipes I will need. I can even give you the cost, the building of the house. Actually, I come to you to check your expertise, to double check my thinking.
Correct. So here is one thing. Again, I go back to my fellow parents and fellow Ugandans, that something came, we can't take it back. It comes with flaws or risks, but it comes with also amazing things. The same way electricity came, we knew that if misused, it can kill people. The same way we know that building the tallest buildings in Kampala, people can use them to commit suicide. We know it is also a risk. But we know that a lot of commercial activities can benefit from such tall buildings and people can make money. Electricity can light the world, can light our country. But also AI is going to make these kids of ours shining stars. A statistician will become the best statistician with a tool they manage to learn. The danger will be if they remain like the traditional parents and they do not embrace AI. Now, AI is going to become a danger for them. Now, AI is going to make great economists, those who will embrace it. It is going to make great doctors, those who will embrace it. It will also create a bunch of non-functional professionals who have gotten stuck in the old tradition to say, no, for us we do things this way. You are going to be left behind. You cannot wake up and disregard something the world has invested into it, $7 trillion. Nothing like that has ever happened.
Now, Professor and Conan here, rightly having known that there are so many opportunities, but of course opportunity comes to those who are prepared. If you're not in the line of opportunity, you may just not get it right. Now, I want to use Victoria University as a case study here, Conan. How have you prepared
for
your students?
Okay, good question. We cannot talk about these things and we cannot do them.
True.
Actually, we are the first university that really started a crusade, let me call it even a crusade, on artificial intelligence, because we are very intentional. We also know that so many graduates wake up, parents sell their land, they save their money, they send students to us in our universities in Uganda, and gradually 3 years later they graduate and come back home and even ask money to even buy hankies. That bad. We were very intentional. Now for us, there is no way you can actually be in Victoria University and you have not studied artificial intelligence. Rule number one, if you're going to apply to us, you must start with artificial intelligence as your introductory part of learning. And you also get ICT training as the first entry point. You must understand the usage of computers. It's a must. And if you feel you can't do that, please don't join us.
And before Conan continues, just something small that I need to really share to help us, all of us. Please kindly, our great viewers, we should not confuse ICT and artificial intelligence.
Sure.
Okay? That's why for us we teach them both, as Conan said. Because I don't need to know ICT to use at AI.
Exactly.
Okay? AI is like a child that okay, no, let me not use a child. Like, I have hired an assistant. I have hired a professional. I have hired a guru to do for me work. I don't need to know it, but I need to know what I'm looking for. And this person will go. Someone will go and get for me some health-related information, accounts-related information. If I'm a trader, trading information. I just need to know how to. It's the same way speaking English doesn't necessarily make you an English teacher. You understand? Yes. So please don't worry that I need to know, because I have to understand AI. I should study ICT. ICT now. That is now Rio, you go to deeper tech, what we call deeper tech. Now you want to go on a particular path, but again we are saying every student must also have a clue, because you can't be in an office where you're not using tech. Go ahead.
Yeah, sure. Building on what he's saying, so you understand that if you're going to be part of this university, artificial intelligence is a must. You must learn that. And obviously, I know some of you even get jobs and you fear using computers.
True.
That's why we insist that all students who go through this university will use computers. That's why we train you on the ICT usage on arrival. But first, you must do artificial intelligence training. And by the way, that's free of charge. We don't bill it. So we give it to you free of charge. We've hired the best lecturers, we have the best software, we have the best tools. You access them free of charge. But obviously, now the other thing obviously we've done, that we think it is also important now to have a certificate course where we give you a Victoria University certificate that you've actually understood artificial intelligence, and you can actually use it for your survival. It's one of the things, I mean, it's wrong for you to study something and you can actually make money out of it.
Very true.
I told you earlier that globally, in this current decade, you are going to have more 11 million jobs being created. And obviously 9 million of them will change and some will even be written off. The question is that if you are studying right now, are you sure you have a job in the next 5 years? If you are joining the university today, most of the courses actually most of the things students are studying now, if they don't embrace artificial intelligence, they will not be able to actually work on those jobs in the next few years. You will not be able to actually be tolerated even to come in an interview room. So the question is, are you ready to get your degree and you don't have any skills that you've acquired to do even the job you're talking about? Yes, coming, journalism. If you have a student doing journalism, next 3-4 years, there are people, these cameras will be controlled by AI. I can actually be in Ibukoto and actually produce this show. And cameras, I'll be controlling cameras. As I drive me, I see this camera angle, see, this one's on the right angle. I'll control these cameras. I don't even need someone physically probably in the newsroom. I'm just envisioning what will happen. I'm not saying it is what is up, but it's possible. He was telling me about a show, I mean a media house that is called Fast Post.
You've seen that. There's a lady who is Indian, runs her own AI-driven media house. It's called Fast Post. You can look it up.
You must look it up immediately.
But she's just amazing. So she has actually broken down almost every media house you can think about, and she's now top-notch, competing with the top of the world. And the difference between Fast Post and others is that every time she goes live, or the journalists go live on a particular news bulletin, for example, that bulletin is watched by people from 159 countries in their own language.
In their language. Yes, exactly.
In their own
language.
So, Robert, you're here broadcasting a news bulletin in English. Portuguese are following in Portuguese. South Africans are following maybe in Zulu, if that's the language.
The French.
The French, people in France in French. But you are the only person broadcasting in English.
Yeah.
And those people are paying money. And she's seated somewhere in India, harvesting from subscriptions from within the populations of those 159 countries. That's how people leverage the internet, how they leverage technology, how they leverage artificial intelligence, and they become rich. You've noticed we have just registered the first trillionaire in the world. A trillionaire who does not sell beans, doesn't sell fish, doesn't sell cows, doesn't sell coffee, doesn't sell land, doesn't sell anything, sells technology. Who knew? That means a trillionaire in dollars, you need 1,000 billions.
We actually can run our budget.
That person, if they donated their money to Africa, that is, we are almost 1.5 billion people, right? If they donated their money, I think every African goes home with 10,000 US dollars. 10,000.
Now, very interesting. Time seems to be flying very fast.
Mr. Chairman, one other thing I wanted to conclude on that aspect is that also we have also thought it's very important for you to actually advance your understanding of artificial intelligence. So we have a degree course at a university, and I think one of the very few universities that actually are running such a degree course, and it's very important for you to train yourself to understand. But even if you graduated 10 years ago, you can still come back and do that course. And if you feel you don't have the time, do a short course 1 year, and that will make you feel different. And by the way, even if you really don't want to go for those particular courses, as long as you apply to be in our university, rule number 1, be prepared to do artificial intelligence. And if you have a problem with that, please find another university.
It's okay.
With due respect.
Well, here is also, I don't know the time we have, but...
we're left with about 3 minutes.
Good. That's too much. I will use that. I want to emphasize this to all of us, because all of us, we have children, including my friend there. Yeah, all of us. Yeah, and our amazing viewers this morning. And the students, if you can hear me, hear this. Please, we, as human beings, we develop different habits. Some habits are bad. I don't want you to go the bad path. Please forget about the bad path of bad habits as a student, as a young person, because the consequences are grave. We don't need that. But we can develop good habits. And one of the good habits, if I can cheat for you something, every morning when you wake up, ask your parents to give you a gadget, even if they don't want you to move with it everywhere. Keep it at home, but research the latest tools of AI that have emerged, because every week new ones come up. And at least of those you have researched, they could be 10. You read about their strength, the pros and cons. At least choose 2 or 3 and learn how to use them. In a month, some of them have improved or have been discarded. You have researched new ones. Move forward. Before you know, you will be speaking this language. You will be an expert in AI usage. You will be great in prompt engineering, writing your prompts. The winner here, everyone in as far as using AI is concerned, the winner is the one who carries the ability to seek information from that machine called AI, to prompt it, to request. How you write your prompt is what is important. So therefore, the habit is everyday research the latest tools that have emerged from this sector. While for us in Uganda, we are not developing any tools, and that's where I want my country to go. Let us develop tools that are Uganda, are pro-Uganda, that speak Ugandan problems, that solve Ugandan problems. Now we are depending on tools that emerge from outside. So, at Victoria University, we have made it a priority. We are making sure you knock on our door. Technology is a must. Like I told you, it is only technology that has created the first trillionaire. This gentleman is richer than the top 4 richest people in the world. But he does not sell gold. He doesn't sell posho. He knows that farming is great, trading is great. So you see, when they hear me talk about when they hear me talk about, of course, AI, this is how I have tried to really make it very, very simple for Ugandans to understand what AI is all about. And the new book, of course, emerging from Victoria University, it is Wake Up or Be Left Behind. And this is the last honest book about artificial intelligence. It breaks down what AI is all about for a common person, for a layman to understand. It is going to come out in so many versions, in physical copies to those who want to read physical copies. It is also going to come out as a digital version. It is also going to come out as an audio. Actually, so you go to Amazon, you will get it. Very soon you'll find them in all bookstores here in Uganda. So it's Wake Up or Be Left Behind. That's the message. And Victoria University, we are encouraging the world, Uganda, to wake up. And we are asking them that we have an ongoing intake where we are admitting students interested to participate in an era that is driven by technology. Acquire degrees that are relevant, certificates that are relevant, that will make you really be the person the employer wants to work with, that will make you the person who wants to create your own business and run it with the latest technology. And it is happening at Victoria University. Please apply. You can go search Victoria University. It is online. Go on our website and make the application or walk in. We will receive you. We are Victoria University. We are digitally driven.
Well, thank you so much. In the interest of time, I can't have even any more minute because I have another show coming on. And guess what I'm going to be discussing? International Widows Day. Have you ever heard of that? International Widows Day. Please don't miss. Up next in Good Morning Uganda Extra Special. Keep it with us.
How about widowers?
These are the women this time.
Live from UBC Studios in Kampala. This is Good Morning Uganda Extra.
It's our mission to secure your money.
Protecting your money is as important as earning it. It is for this reason that the Deposit Protection Fund of Uganda, DPF, was established by the government of Uganda to provide deposit protection to customers of regulated financial institutions. In the unlikely event that your commercial bank, credit institution or microfinance deposit-taking institution fails, the DPF will pay you up to 10 million Uganda shillings. Keep your personal information such as national identification number, mobile phone or an alternative bank account updated with your banker. Terms and conditions apply. For more information, contact DPF at Aha Towers